Hailey Welch has ended her career early.
This is one of the most miserable, horrible launches I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, then why the fuck are you on?
After launching a coin and losing her fans all their money.
My Hawk meme coin is live!
To being handed a lawsuit. This is how Hawk Tuah girl promoted a crypto scam and destroyed her image completely.
It's not a scam.
The tokenomics are a scam. That's my opinion. You can say whatever you want.
You probably know Hailey Welch, now known as Hawk Tuah girl, after a street interview of her went viral.
That Hawk Tuah and spit on that thing, you get me?
You've probably already seen the whole thing, but unlike most memes, she was able and smart enough to keep her 15 minutes of fame. She hired a manager, patented her Hawk Tuah trademark, and even began selling merch. She started getting paid just to make appearances and even to use Hawk Tuah as song lyrics. Her life changed drastically. It's like she had already been waiting for the interview, as she was definitely prepared. She then signed a contract with Jake Paul's media company and started a podcast.
You gotta put like an emphasis on it, like tuh, you know, like tuh. Yeah, say it, all right, all together. Hawk Tuah, Hawk Tuah.
Everything was going fine. Her podcast was doing surprisingly well. It was top 5 most streamed podcasts in the US for months. She was getting big names like the Paul brothers.
I have a question for you.
Wiz Khalifa, and even Mark Cuban on the channel.
What was your first date like?
But then Hailey Welch got greedy.
Do you do anything with crypto?
Yeah, I do a lot with crypto, actually. I've got a shit ton of Bitcoin and Ethereum.
Oh yeah, if I launch a meme coin, can I give you some tokens?
Yeah,
for
I'll give you my
community?
wallet. I'll give you my wallet.
She started hinting about a meme coin and talking about how she has been learning about crypto.
So after I saw Michael Saylor speak at the Bitcoin conference, I have decided to start putting some money into crypto, and I just want to say, oh my God, thank you so much, Mr. Saylor.
Soon enough, she announced she'd be launching her meme coin, the Hawk coin. She advertised this coin as a long-term project created for her fans to bring ordinary people into crypto, to give coins to those that have never held one before. This stirred a lot of mixed reactions. Soon enough, on the 4th of December 2024, her meme coin launched, and the Hawk token was live.
My Hawk meme coin is live!
Its market cap reached $490 million in just a few hours. But then, it crashed. It lost a staggering 95% of its value within a few hours. Basically, it seemed to be rug pulled. If you don't know, a rug pull is a scam where developers of a cryptocurrency abandon the project and take all the funds they can get, leaving investors with worthless tokens or coins. Her fans that invested into the coin had basically lost all their money and were furious. A while later, a YouTuber named Coffeezilla dropped a video titled, "Exposing the Hawk Tuah Scam." If you don't know who Coffeezilla is, he is an investigative YouTuber that calls out influencer and big-scale scams.
Today we're breaking down the Hawk Tuah scam, exactly how it happened, and I'm gonna confront the people behind it. Well, I did last night, and let me just say, it didn't go very well.
It turns out after the crash, Hailey Welch and her team decided to hold a Twitter space, probably to do some damage control. But she probably didn't expect Coffeezilla to attend and then make a video about it.
Like, what the hell? This is the worst tokenomics I've ever seen, and it is a scam.
It's not a scam.
The tokenomics are a scam.
Coffeezilla goes on to explain in his video that there are 4 people involved in the scam. Hailey Welch, the one that promoted the coin. Over here, the people that actually made and ran the coin. A guy called Doc Hollywood that seems to be the one connecting Hailey with crypto. And insider traders. You see, a post by Bubble Maps revealed 96% of the coin supply was controlled by related accounts, basically revealing there was a degree of insider trading. In summary, the general allegations are, a bunch of people paid Hailey and her team to get the coins before it reaches the market. So once the coin launched, they sold and left normal people with worthless tokens. And while the alleged insiders and others were selling, Hailey and her team were making money through fees. Almost $2 million were generated in fees in just 24 hours. Add that to the estimated $2.8 million they made pre-selling the coins.
Well, they say they got in at $16.69 million total valuation, which means that if they sold out the whole 17%, you're looking at about $2.8 million raised by pre-selling these tokens.
That's a lot of money. Sure enough, Hailey and her team denies all of this. They claim it was never intended to be a scam, and that the crash was caused by snipers, people who use bots to buy and sell faster than any human. It's hard to believe when they made a lot of money while their fans lost a lot. But it might be true to some degree. It makes no sense for Hailey Welch to launch a scam after just capitalizing on her fame. Bear in mind, at this point she's surrounded by so many people, and you would think they'll have been consulted. They could have seen dollar signs, knowing it would cost her her reputation, and advised her to keep going. An inexperienced Hailey could genuinely think it could be a win-win situation for everyone, as there are a few meme coins doing well. At least that seems to be the storyline she's going for after she was handed a lawsuit. What many people don't know is that she's not the one actually getting sued. The lawsuit was filed mainly against Over Here, remember, the ones that made the coin, and some other people. But Hailey was not listed as a defendant. Investors are seeking more than $150,000 in damages and claim that the coin was unregistered and illegal. Hailey dropped a tweet stating that she's willing to cooperate with and is committed to assisting the legal team representing the individuals impacted, as well as help uncover the truth, hold the responsible parties accountable, and resolve this matter. Is she indirectly stating she thinks Over Here and the others are responsible? That's left for your interpretation. But one thing is for sure, she's trying to shift people's opinions about her involvement. Turns out a few days prior, Over Here tried doing the same. They made a 10-tweet-long thread, stating their side of the story. They explained that they only made the technologies for the coin, which are still functional. They talk about how Doc Hollywood's team controlled all the fees, treasury, and decision, basically saying it's his fault. Nobody seems to believe them or care. At this point, whether Hailey made a calculated scam as she has seen it have little consequences to others, or she was deceived into thinking it was a good idea. The fact remains that she made a lot of money, and she is an adult who has full control of her actions, and consequences should follow. But that's very unlikely. She is not even getting sued directly. I'm not a lawyer, but just based on past observation, it's likely this lawsuits aren't heading anywhere, and no one is getting their money back. And adults that put their money in a Hawk-themed meme coin should also bear the consequences of their own actions. Like and subscribe for more videos like this.